Welcome to part 3. Now, let's add our main character, the motorcycle. We'll resize it, animate its costume, and then give it controls for tilting and jumping, and also add a sound. So now, I'm going to come to upload sprites. I'll pick my motorcycle and then open it. It is important. So now we have our motorcycle. And the next thing to do now is to reduce the size. So I'm going to reduce the size to 35. Now I'm going to bring it down here. And now we have our motorcycle on our road. Now the next thing to do is to change its costume. So go to events, when green flag clipped, go to control, forever, go back to looks, or rather, we're just going to looks for the first time now. So go to looks, pick next costume, and then go to motion and go to XY position. As I press it now, you can see that it's moving. Okay, so now the next thing to do now is to give it some stance, that is, it jumps in the air, rotates in the air. What I mean by stance. So now the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to events, when green flag click, go to control, I'm going to pick forever, still in control, I'm going to pick if then, and I'm going to go to sensing and pick key space pressed. Sorry about that. I did not pronounce it properly, but I'm going to pick down arrow, then go to motion and pick points in direction 90. And then I'm going to wait 2 seconds, go back to control, pick wait 2 seconds, and then go back to motion and pick direction 90 again. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to change this to 30 degrees. So come here, say 30 degrees. Now, why it is in 30 degrees, I'm going to test it. So I'll click on the green flag. Okay, stop. So I did not press the down arrow key. That is why it did not work. So what I'm going to do now is my down arrow key is not working. I'm going to change it to space. And then I'm going to press this again. Can you see? So that has worked. Now the next thing I'm going to do now is to create another stance. Let me move this up. I'll move this up. And the next thing, like I said, we're creating another stance. Now I'm going to go back to events. When green flag clicked, forever, in control, if else then, rather, then I'm going to change this to, I'm going to go to sensing and put key space pressed and change it to up arrow. Now I'm going to go back to control and I'll pick repeats. So this repeat, I'm going to say repeat 20. And inside it, I'm going to go to motion and pick change Y by 5. Points in direction 30. Now I'll just duplicate to save time. I'm going to duplicate this. Then I'm going to bring it inside here. No, not inside there. Yes, inside there. So I'm going to change this to 24. And then the change y by will not be there. So we won't have change y by. We won't have both of them there. Instead, we're going to have turn in. So this is clockwise, this is anti-clockwise. 15 degrees. So, and then I'm going to duplicate this one again. Okay, so we should not have this. Then I'm going to drag and put it inside here. And the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to change this to change y by -5. And then pointing in direction 90. Now I'm going to test this. Exactly. Can you see that? So now, next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to add sound for this bike. I'm going to go to sound, upload sound, motorcycle engine, open. It is import. Okay, it has imported. Go back to code, go to control, pick forever, go to events, pick when green flag clicked, go to sound, and pick play motorcycle engine. So now I'm going to test this. Okay, nice. Our motorcycle is now alive with sounds, animations, and control. Next up, we'll add cars as obstacles to make the game more challenging.